This is actually called a passage set. And a passage set means that there's a knob on each side of the door that when you turn it, it activates this latch right here, pulls it in so you can open the door. And what you have is a doorknob on one side and nothing on the inside.
Right.
So what you have is called a dummy latch. You can't turn it to activate the striker latch. To install this, we have to bore a hole in the door for the cylinder to go through so we can mount the knob on the other side.
Okay.
Get started by removing that knob.
Ah, here we go. There it is.
All right, James. Now we're ready to drill the 2 holes that are needed in the edge of the door.
Okay.
So when you buy a knob, the manufacturer gives you one of these right here. It's actually a little templating gauge that will give you the back set for the door and center the position for the latch. So when you put it on the door like that, if you want a 2 3/8 back set, which means 2 3/8 of an inch from the edge of the door to the center of the knob, you'd drill right there. If you want a 2 3/4 back set from the edge of the door to the center of the knob, you'd put the center of the drill bit right there.
Okay.
It also gives you 2 positions on the edge of the door depending on the thickness of the door.
I see.
Okay, so you'd put that on the door, you'd mark it, and drill it. But I would say for a homeowner that's going to mount a couple of doorknobs on their house and they're doing a project, this little jig that you can get at the home center is really handy. It also allows for the location of the doorknob, depending on the back set, 2 3/8 or 2 3/4.
Okay.
Quick change. We're going to use 2 3/8. It also positions the hole right in the center of the door for our latch.
Great.
Okay, now we're ready to drill.
Okay.
You want to do it?
If you say so.
Okay. Now it's very important that you hold the drill in the right position. Now we're going to put the drill in the hole, but you want to make sure that you hold the drill square or level with the door this way, and also level or square with the door that way. So now, when you're drilling a hole, you don't want to force it. You want to let the drill do the work. And I'm going to run the vacuum to keep the dust down. Now just drill it, but remember, don't force it.
All right.
Go nice and easy. All right, that's good. Now what we'll do is take the drill out, turn it on, pull it out. There you go. And we're going to use the pilot hole to guide us in the other direction. And when that drill sits, see how it sits flat against the door now?
Yeah.
That's how you want it. You don't want to drill down, you don't want to drill up, and you don't want to drill left or right.
Of course.
So, and then slowly turn the trigger on.
Okay.
All right, so pull it. All right, there you go, right through, perfect. All right, there's our 2 1/8 hole.
Very nice.
Now the hole in the edge of the door for the ball latch is a little bit too small, so we're going to enlarge that with a 1-inch hole saw. All right, the next thing I need to do is chisel out the edge of the door the thickness of this plate right here. So position that in the door where it goes, and hold it in there tight, and just mark around the outside perimeter. All right, good. Now we're ready to install our knob, and I want to slide this part of the knob right into our latch, and the other side will go and line up like that so we can put the screws on the inside of the door and you won't see them in the room.
I see.
Okay, so now you're just going to screw it in place. I'll get one started at the bottom, you could do the one at the top. Now we're ready to install our new striker plate into the door jamb.
Okay.
Luckily, our jamb is already mortised out, so we don't have to do any chiseling there. All we need to do is take the new one and screw it in place.
Okay.
All right, good. Let's try the door and see how it works.
Okay.
There you go.
Beautiful.